Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Moment. Today, we're not just discussing some ordinary gossip, we're diving into something far deeper, something that stirs the conscience. What if a love that's genuine and has lasted over a decade ends up being showered with hate by the very people who claim to be fans? Photos from Jimin and Jungkook's recent trip to Vietnam have surfaced, and as always, the internet is split in two. One side sees the warmth and closeness between them. The other chooses to attack, spread rumors, and even drag Jungkook's dog, Bam, into a storm of hate. Why is intimacy built over years seen as a threat? Why is affection dismissed as fan service? And how long will people keep denying a truth that's already so clear? Watch this video until the end, because we won't just uncover what happened, but why it happened and what it truly means. Because everything points to one truth. Jimin and Jungkook have made their choice. Together, hate has once again spread across social media after photos of Jimin and Jungkook's Vietnam trip went viral. One of Jimin's posts, showing a portrait of him drawn by Jungkook, sparked a flood of hateful comments. Numerous accounts stormed Bam's profile, Jungkook's dog, leaving cruel messages aimed at his owner. Some comments even blatantly demanded that Jungkook date women, while mocking him with slurs like gay in a derogatory tone. This reaction clearly reveals the homophobia present among some so-called fans. But it didn't stop there. Others online insisted that Jungkook should travel with Taehyung instead, even declaring that Jungkook is Taehyung's husband and must respect their imagined relationship. These comments keep resurfacing, demands, ultimatums, mockery, all with the same goal: to control who Jungkook spends his time with. Another part of the fandom, claiming to support him, demands that Jungkook keep working non-stop, disregarding his right to rest. Worse still, a fan reportedly edited Jimin's real signature, removed the background, and faked a conversation with a restaurant to spread false claims about a romantic meeting that never happened. All of this seems to have one clear purpose: to separate Jimin and Jungkook, two artists who've shared more than a decade of career, friendship, and love. Some still insist their closeness is just fan service, building theories about secret contracts or publicity stunts. But the evidence of their relationship is vast and consistent over the years. They trained together, debuted in the same group, toured the world, and have shared countless personal milestones. It's been nearly 11 years since their first meeting in the company dorm. From late-night dance practices to music collaborations, and now mutual support during military service, their bond is undeniable. Their posts show a real connection. Personal gifts like a hand-drawn portrait from Vietnam, quiet coffee nights, and late-night gaming sessions. In interviews, they've openly acknowledged each other's impact. Jungkook praises Jimin's discipline in dance practice, while Jimin admires Jungkook's creativity in music and photography. The backlash over their Vietnam trip exposes deeper issues: intolerance, privacy violations, and the reckless spread of rumors. It's important to remember that respect should be the foundation of all online interaction. As a couple, Jimin and Jungkook deserve the same freedom any other relationship has, to choose who they spend time with, what to share publicly, and how much of their personal lives to reveal. No fan, producer, or online commenter has the right to dictate their choices. Remember the rumor that the company forced Jungkook to enlist with Jimin? Every time something happens between them, new excuses appear, always trying to explain away something that many just don't want to accept. Contradictory theories keep popping up, only to deny the most obvious truth. But the real question is, how long will people keep denying what's already so obvious? The only truth that remains is this: Jimin and Jungkook made their choice more than 2 years ago. They did it knowingly, quietly, without needing to explain it publicly. They chose to live their lives together, to share time, and follow their own path. The "Are You Sure?" project, the buddy system that keeps them appearing in the same places at the same time, their Japan trip, and this recent Vietnam vacation, all signs of a consistent, strong bond. No matter how hard people try to separate them, the truth is, they always stand side by side. There are countless little moments that speak louder than any official statement. Like the calligraphy shop they once visited, which recently shared new autographs from Jimin and Jungkook, not headline-worthy, but meaningful. A flight attendant on their Vietnam trip wrote them a handwritten note, too nervous to ask for a photo. The note said, "Good afternoon, welcome to Vietnam Airlines. It is my great honor to serve BTS members on this flight. I wish you both the best, and hope you arrive safely." The flight attendant quickly walked away, but cabin staff later confirmed that Jimin and Jungkook read the note and laughed. A warm response, showing a natural bond, even in unplanned situations. Another witness at the same Vietnamese restaurant shared that the Wi-Fi briefly went down, and during that moment, they saw Jimin and Jungkook eating quietly together. Restaurant staff confirmed their presence but refused photo requests, respecting their privacy. That night, they shared a quiet meal, not in the spotlight, but simply as two people who chose to be together. These moments don't need elaborate explanations. The facts, when placed alongside their long history, form a complete picture. Jimin and Jungkook's relationship is reflected in their personal choices, shared travels, joint projects, and private moments kept away from the public eye. They've done all this without spectacle, without validation, but with unwavering consistency. So even as some continue to deny or divide, one truth stands strong. They choose to walk this path together. Not because they're forced to, but because they want to. And they prove it in every little detail. Body language that can't be hidden. One of the most genuine aspects of their relationship is the consistent repetition of intimate gestures. Not staged for cameras. Not accidental. These gestures, touching without hesitation, looking for each other in a crowd, leaning into one another, happen over and over in countless settings. None of it feels fake. In fact, it all feels natural, like two people completely at ease sharing emotional and physical space. Even in public, these gestures remain, like nothing matters more than being close to each other. Unlike celebrities who sometimes fake interactions for attention, Jimin and Jungkook show something far simpler, more honest, and deeply consistent. They don't do this for the spotlight. They do it because it's just how they live together. Final words. A relationship that needs no label. They've never publicly named their relationship, but their actions speak volumes. Every touch, every look, every small moment of care tells a story built on trust and comfort. What they show isn't for validation or public approval. It's the reflection of two people who long ago chose to be each other's home. And now, after all the evidence, every hidden moment, and every unspoken gesture, we return to the simplest question. If this isn't love, then what is? They don't need to say anything. No declarations. No labels. But every candid photo, every glance behind the camera, every step taken side by side, says it all. Whether it's a hand-drawn portrait, a quiet dinner in Vietnam, or a small note from a flight attendant that made them smile. These moments can't be bought, can't be forced. They're born from time, trust, and a decision. A decision to stay together, no matter the risk. Because in the end, real relationships aren't measured by what's said in public, but by how two people continue to choose each other, in silence. Thank you for watching Jikook Moment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because here, we don't just follow a story, we honor love just as it is. See you in the next video.